Good afternoon, family. How's everybody doing on this lovely Friday afternoon? Hopefully, every single one of you guys is doing blessed, having a great day. Most importantly, having a safe day. This is your boy Jaime G, and your boy's about to drop it like it's hot, baby, and break you off some latest and the greatest developing news in Doge and the overall crypto markets. None of this financial advice. It's just me running my mouth on YouTube. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if you guys are ready to get it, well, let's get it then, baby. All right, guys, Bitcoin is at 42,980 with 98 cents. It's currently down 3.75% for the day. Why? Obviously, guys, we had a major dip because of stupid China and their FUD, right? Banning Bitcoin once again and crypto, right? We'll dive into an article here on the fake news from Bloomberg, right? We'll get into that here in a minute. All right, guys. Like I said, none of this is financial advice. It's just me sharing my thoughts and opinions. Okay, guys? All right, now let's get into Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin ranks number 10. Right, we're currently at 0.213, right? So we're 20, and the or 0.2124, right? So the lower end of 21 cents. We're down 4.47% for the day. 24-hour low was at 19 cents, which it don't surprise me because that is our level of support. And our 24-hour high was at 0.2283, almost 23 cents, which is our level of resistance. So that don't surprise me either. We'll look at the charts here in a second. All right, guys, our market cap is sitting at 27.99 billion, and volume is at 1.88 billion, up just a little tad bit from yesterday, right? Granted, it is the weekend. There's always less volume and more volatility, so expect that this weekend, guys. All right, enough of that. Let's dive real quickly into the charts before we get into some news here. All right, guys, as you can see here, this is the daily chart. Okay, guys, so support rather is at 19 cents. As you can see, my white line down there, nothing's changed. And as you can see, let me open this up just a little bit more. Our resistance is the 10-day moving average. Okay, that's what this red line is. As you can see right here, guys, we briefly tested it, right? We didn't break through it. We tested it, right, guys? But we got rejected nonetheless. Right now we are at 21 cents when resistance is at 20. Actually, resistance, I'm sorry, guys, it's not 23 cents. Resistance, let me get rid of this here. Resistance is at, yeah, 23 cents, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, 23 cents is resistance, right? It's technically at 0.2245. In my opinion, that's 23 cents, right, guys? You know what I mean? So that's resistance, right, is 23 cents. Support is 19 cents. Now, once we break through that resistance, guys, you know what I mean? Then we have the 50-day moving average, but we'll worry about that once that happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But nonetheless, as you can see right here, we almost broke through it, guys. The more and more we test resistance, then the more probability of us breaking to the upside. But all right, that's what I had as far as the charts go, okay? So now let's get into this main article here, right, guys? To me, that is very, very crucial and very important. Why? Because it's fake news, man. Now it says, this is why we dipped today, the overall crypto markets. Now it says, Bloomberg publishes fake news on Bitcoin as China prints $100 billion. Now it says, Bloomberg, the anti-Bitcoin publisher of the pre-internet age, has sent out outright fake breaking news that sent Bitcoin's price down by $2,000 from $45,000 to $43,000. It says, as can be seen above, Bloomberg said without linking to a source, the Chinese central banks, all cryptocurrency-related transactions are illegal. That's false. What China's central bank said is just a reiteration of what they said back in 2017. I don't understand why people still panic, guys, and panic sell when this comes out. It says this was published in September 15th, 2017. Now it says virtual currency related businesses activities are illegal. Finance activities carrying out legal currency and virtual currencies, exchange business between virtual currencies, yada, 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 right? Basically, it's just long story short, right? Saying that anything to do with crypto, right? They're banning, right? And so on and so forth. Now it says this has been their position for 5 years and nothing has changed, guys. Let me reiterate that. It says this has been their position for 5 years and nothing has changed, except they say people in China that aid overseas companies that provide crypto services to the Chinese may be investigated. Again, what you expect. Especially as the very PBOC, right, People's Bank of China has printed nearly $100 billion this week, 10 billion of it just today, guys, and another 71 billion in the past 5 days, with more probably to come on Saturday. Now, why? Obviously, because of this freaking Evergreen company out there in China that they're trying to bail out, guys. You know what I mean? So, obviously, yeah, man. It says why now to distract from the this mass CNY devaluation and to dissuade Chinese citizens from escaping to safe havens, fixed supply assets like Bitcoin. They just repeating themselves, maybe in the hope Bloomberg twist their words to the point of fake news, which they did. Now it says this same Bloomberg was complaining about shady crypto where fake press released affects its price and now seems to be engaging in shady itself. It says where China is concerned, however, you'd expect them to be a bit more alert about people escaping their devaluation amid mass money printing. But there's nothing they can do because Bitcoin is peer-to-peer and can be traded as such outside any banking system. So it can't be stopped. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand, guys, why everybody be tripping. You know what I mean? And then it finishes off saying PBOC acknowledges as much, saying crypto trading is rising in China as you would expect because this printing may be just the beginning of a 20% of China's GDP and the property markets finds itself in distress. Long story short, guys, fake news. I don't understand why people still give into it, right? And some people got wrecked because of it. All right, guys, now let's get into this article here. Now it says, is it really best to take short positions in Dogecoin? Now let's see what these knuckleheads got to say. Now it says Dogecoin has had a tough month and a half battered, wounded, and potentially eclipsed by its lesser competitors after falling below critical levels in mid-August. The meme currency leader has lost over 45% of its value. They do got some truth to that, guys. Furthermore, a descending triangle collapse and a probable return to the lower trend line exposed Doge to additional losses in the days ahead. I agree, guys, because we were in a descending triangle and we should have broke to the upside, but we broke to the upside. That's what I tell you every time when we do have one. You know, it's not guaranteed that we will break to the upside, even though it is a bearish, could be a bullish technical. On the flip side of that, it could turn bearish, and it did for us. Now, it says the market would witness significant hemorrhaging if sellers are able to drive the coin below the demand zone of 15 cents to between 15 and 17 cents. Despite the fact that Dogecoin offered a ray of optimism in August, the cryptocurrency price was quickly rejected beyond its 23.6% Fibonacci barrier. After bulls failed to keep Doge above 23 cents, a descending triangle breakdown occurred, triggering another drop. Because a flashback was in force at the time of publication, the market appeared to be very vulnerable to a drop of between 15 and 17 cents. Thank God, guys, we haven't really dropped any lower than 19 cents. That 19 cents level of support has been holding strong. Now, it says this demand zone, in theory, would provide a platform for buyers to enter and respond to selling pressure. However, given the current dearth of retail interest in the market, the demand zone is unlikely to provide much assistance. If Doge closes below this level, losses might reach 8 cents or possibly 6 cents before a positive reaction is seen. The presence of several weak findings across Doge's indicators was unsurprising. As the candles traded below their EMA ribbons, the market received additional sell signals. And I agree, guys, we need more buying pressure, right? Therefore, we need volume. We need people to step in and create buying pressure. It goes off to say, over the last several days, the ribbons have also flashed a few crossings indicating a start of a bearish trend. In addition, the RSI and awesome oscillator went into negative territory. As a result, any possibilities of a bullish rebound are likely to be triumphed by selling pressure. Dogecoin is projected to trend lower in the following weeks based on the aforementioned causes. If losses are not contained between 15 and 17 levels, like 8 and 7, between 8 and 6 cents, may become a reality. For bulls, for the mentioned demand zone would be a good time to purchase Doge. Longing Doge at any price level, however, comes with a lot of dangers. Right now, making brief calls is the way to go. So basically, guys, I'll keep it real. They have gave some valid points here, right? You know what I mean? Things haven't been looking good in the past month for Doge, right? So basically, they're saying you're better off shorting Doge than you are longing Doge. But me as a long-term investor, as a hodler of Dogecoin, I don't care what they're saying, right? Because I believe in it and I stand behind the community. And I believe that it will retrace and it will head back up to print all-time highs. All right, guys. Now let's get into this last article. Actually, let's get into some real quick Doge news. Now, or Doge news, overall crypto news, right? That's all I had for Dogecoin. Now it says Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky hints at crypto payments in latest interview. Right now, I'm not gonna read into it, guys. I just wanted to read that article and show you guys, like, people continuously are starting to accept Doge as a form of payment. Look, you had AMC, right? Now they're gonna, at the end of this year, they'll be accepting, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and hopefully Doge. More than likely they will. We have over 1,700 companies that now accept Doge as a form of payment. You know, crypto's not, the point I'm trying to show you guys here, guys, is that Bitcoin, Dogecoin, cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, right? It is here to stay. Now we have Plan B, right? It says here, if it would load up, you son of a gun, you, my things. Sorry, guys. I'm almost done here. Now it says Plan B predicts Bitcoin will hit $100,000 by December, but warns one chart shows a steep price drop incoming. All right, guys. So obviously I'm not going to read this either. I just wanted to touch on the title. Obviously, Plan B, right, has his, now it says quantitative analyst, right? He's an analyst, right, guys? Plan B believes Bitcoin will hit a six-figure by the end of the year, despite the recent meltdowns into the cryptocurrency markets. Now, guys, you know what I mean? I believe that it will as well. Maybe not 100,000, but it's going to go and make new all-time highs, right? But that doesn't come with the roller coaster ride. Don't expect it to not come, rather, with the roller coaster ride of the ups and downs of crypto. You know what I mean? Then let me finish off with this one here. Now it says on-chain data shows Bitcoin supply will not be able to meet demand. Glassnode co-founder says. Now what does that mean, guys? That means that people are gobbling up Bitcoin and that eventually Bitcoin will run out, or people will continuously keep buying Bitcoin up and there will be no more for people to buy. And what does that do? That is going to shoot the price of Bitcoin up. Therefore, will help the price of Dogecoin go up, because Dogecoin rides at the hip of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing, guys, right? We want it to for this to happen. Why? Because that'll definitely help the price of Doge. All right, guys, this is what your boy had for you on this Friday afternoon. Hopefully it was informative, helpful, and useful. If it was, please consider to like and subscribe. Help your boy out with that YouTube algo. All right, guys, stay blessed. Until tomorrow. Peace.